today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Atlanta. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run. Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now Goff on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Sample. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Gano's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
Now, he wasn't playing that last game right here on earth, was he? I mean, there's just no way. I mean, that performance, that number of times getting the ball into the end zone, throwing it.
No interceptions,
No interceptions, took care of it. Yeah, he was a little otherworldly in his last performance.
On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Goff on 3rd down. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent. I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw caught there by Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the
touchdown. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Returning it, John Ross. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Faking the give, now Watson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the... And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here.
Touchdown, Colts! John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. Steps away. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taking it all the way down to the 8. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
The final shot before the break. Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 times.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20.
Expect nothing less, baby.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Goff now looks to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense.
And now Watson throws another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Goff's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, it's Goff. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Shepard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Shifts by him, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Saquon Barkley with a touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And now here's Ross. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Watson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Pushing his way through. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw is Watson. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sideline.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Watson, 14 yards. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Goff now to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging it.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Solomon Thomas racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Taylor Muse with it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
187 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Watson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And we'll find Gibson here complete.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Looking for Cooper. That's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, Goff. This one hauled in by Sample. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Goff now looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again is Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before